Hello, everyone. I'm late. I'm just getting home, but I thought I need to show everyone what I picked up during the meet and greet, at least the Dooney items, before the thrill of the activity wears off. So I'm going to just jump right in, but I wanted to start by just saying thank you again to everyone that trusted our planning for the Memorial Day weekend. I really appreciate Ivana for scoping out the location from an accommodations standpoint. It was pretty central to the O'Hare Airport. There was shopping and entertainment and restaurants around the area. So I appreciate her having boots on the ground and making sure that we all were in a safe area and that we had a good time. I mean, we had lots around us. So I just wanted to say thank you because I know that she and Rob had to do a little bit of discovery work for us before the communications about the meetup was announced. So I am rambling. Let me get in. So here's what I want you to know about the meet and greet. The first thing is the group that attended. We have bonded, and I think we will be friends for a lifetime. We literally have spoken via text and or phone every single day since we met the Friday before Memorial Day. So it has been fun. I am in love with my Dooney tribe. We have a tribe dessert. We have a tribe wine. For those of you that will be joining us in the tent sale, I'm sure we'll come up with some new stuff. But for those of us that were at this one, it really has become a very close-knit family, and we have enjoyed talking about a lot of different things, encouraging each other, supporting each other's channels, vetting ideas for videos. It really has been, women really supporting each other and doing what you don't see a lot of if you're watching a lot of reality TV and stuff like that. So it has been therapeutic in many, many ways. So I went into the tent sale and I planned to not buy anything that I already had. And I didn't want to buy anything that I already had in just a different color. And I didn't necessarily have anything specific in mind. I wanted to see what spoke to me during the event to say, take me home. Well, little did I know, as much as you've probably seen the videos where other people have said, don't shop with me, I'm an enabler, I'll convince you to buy anything. Don't be fooled. There were other enablers in that group. So whether it says what, Fab to Fab, My Pursuit of Happiness. Yes, Ivana, I'm calling you out too. Pauline Newman, Kim, Sonja, Says What, Josh, everybody had an influence, I think, on maybe everyone else's purchases. What I will tell you for me personally, from an organizing standpoint, the height of the event for me, other than all of that great footage of us filming each other, was literally being able to shop side by side and in many cases kind of one-on-one in an intimate setting with the very people that have supported my channel and supported me and helped to influence my purchases. So from the bottom of my heart, I want you to say thank you. I want to say thank you for spending your Memorial Day weekend with Dooney Addict 615. Now, since Says What has entered the chat, I just want you to know that she influenced one of my purchases. She had this bag in green. You've probably seen it in some of the video footage from the meet and greet, especially on the party bus. And they didn't have green. And I just recently gifted my mom a green bag, which made me think maybe I should have kept it. But instead, I decided to pick the bag up in my beloved red. So what am I talking about? It is the large pocket satchel in nylon. I fell in love with this bag, seeing Suze carry it around. She used it crossbody. It was lightweight. That pop of green that she had was absolutely perfect with everything that she put on. I never thought about green for this, being a neutral, but it was absolutely stunning in a Kelly green. So I decided to pick her up in red. It is the large pocket satchel. She does have feet under the bottom, so as much as you can use her as a crossbody, she will also stand up on her own. She has a place where you can connect the straps here, but you can also just carry her by the handles. So I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm going to do some individual reviews of these bags, but I did want to share with you that this purchase was influenced by channel Suzwhat, SUZWHAT. So if you have not checked her out, jot it down or head over, hit subscribe. She did her first live in front of the camera video last night, and I'm so proud of her. That was a challenge that I gave to her as we were interacting during the meet and greet, and I could not be happier that through the support of the group, she trusted that we had her back and that we would support her, and she put herself in front of the camera, and overwhelmingly it has been a positive response. That is what you missed out on while we were in Chicago, building friendship, networking. I'm talking about handling business, but it all centered around Dooney and Bourke. So Suze, thank you so much for influencing this purchase. I will be carrying this beauty this week because I've got a business trip and I need something lightweight and something that will get scratched up under the airplane seat. So this will be changed into this evening. So thank you. The next purchase was influenced because Carrington, the big sister, had some new colors I had not seen. And of course, I already have red, so my big sister Carrington life should be complete. Should. But it wasn't, especially after I convinced Sonja to get one, and Pauline got the red. So I just felt like it's spring, pop of color for the year. And of course, I was just coming off of that green hype of the large pocket sack. So I got this beauty. It is the big sister to the Carrington, and the color here is listed as seafoam. It is absolutely gorgeous. So with all of the summer dresses that have floral prints, for anything that has like a blue, yellow, background or solids, this is absolutely perfect. It's great to carry by hand. It's great as an under the arm clutch. It's large enough to go in your larger Dooney and Bourke bags. It's large enough to serve as a wallet, as a small handbag, as a medic bag. If you've got a small tablet, it will work. If you have a a small reader or ebook reader, whether it's a Nook or something else, this is absolutely perfect. I love this. And for everyone, and Kim got one too. She got a different color. So there was a lot of influencing going on while we were in Chicago. And a lot of us left with different things, but a lot of us left with similar things in different colors because we were all influenced by other Dooney addicts. So there's the big sister to Carrington. It is Saffiano leather. The tassels are also Saffiano, and it's through and through. So like no suede or raw edging or anything like that on it. It is absolutely gorgeous. These were on clearance, so they were not a part of the additional 20% off. But just to make you sick because you weren't there, $43.20. That alone made it worthwhile. All right, so that's 2 items. My third item was influenced by Fab2Fab. If you have not been over to see her video of us arriving off of the party bus and emerging to the front entrance of the Dooney and Bourke store there at the Premium Outlets, you need to see it. It is, if you've watched any of our videos, you've been able to see different perspectives, right? We were all in the same place, but depending on what and how and where we were filming, the perspective was different. So being able to see everything from those different vantage points allows you to really be able to kind of piece together the weekend. Seeing her video, watching us arrive on the outside, filming from the inside of the store is really a unique vantage point and different from anything else that you've seen probably on any of the other channels because Fab2Fab was actually already in the store when we arrived. So please make sure you go over, check out her channel, hit the subscribe button. She's a Dooney addict as well. She also has some other brands featured on her channel, but she does a really nice job. So make sure that you check her out. So Fab2Fab arrives with a small Florentine crossbody in a color that I have been coveting. And every time I have seen this bag in other places, whether I was in Virginia or in Florida or wherever I've been, there's always been like a little bit of a flaw that made me say, I'm going to leave this one here because it's got pebbling or it's got a scratch or it's got, any number of other things the way I pick apart a bag. So I saw her with hers. She absolutely loved it. It's in a neutral color. It was absolutely perfect. And it made me think about bags that I already have in my collection that I decided to get a different color of, which was the one thing that I said that I wasn't going to do during the meet and greet. So what I have here is a Florentine medium satchel. And she is absolutely perfect in the color light taupe. All I can say is thank you, Fab2Fab, for pushing me over the edge. She is also a Dooney addict, and she is also an enabler. And because I was able to see her bag live and in person, it made me realize that I'd had my eye on this bag for a long time because it belongs in my collection. If you followed my channel for any length of time, you know that I have been on a neutral bag kick. And this one just put me absolutely over the edge. She is smooth. Her tassels are not wild and crazy already. I fell in love with this bag. So, again, I'm not the only enabler that was in Chicago, because I was influenced by other people's purchases. Now, I know that my hands are not clean and I'm not innocent because I influenced other people, but it was really nice to spend time with a group of people that legitimately get it. Like, nobody was rushing off because they wanted to go to Tory Burch, or they had to get to the Nike store. They really had to get to Michael Kors or Coach or any of the other stores there. So that's nice. And if you've shopped with someone that is not into handbags, then you know what it's like to be rushed, or people to say, do you really need another bag? Didn't you just get a bag? We didn't have any of that going on during our time together. And I think that made it even more special, because I have a tendency to shop the store in loops and then pick up stuff and put stuff down. So everybody had their own style. Some people start shopping at the front. Some people go straight to the back. Others went straight to the clearance section. Some people went straight to the wallet. So everybody had their own way of doing it. And it was just nice to spend that time with people that get it. Let me tell you, there is nothing that compares to being in a group about your brand and being able to speak a language and talk about things that other people not into your brand just don't get. So, my pursuit of happiness, Miss Ivana. So, Ivana took the plunge into the Carrington world. And if you have followed my channel for about the last 9 to 12 months, you know that I am a die-hard Carrington fanatic. Well, when I saw Ivana pick up her Carrington, I had one that caught my eye. And it caught my eye because it was in a print. It caught my eye because I have shoes to match. It caught my eye because it is one of the hot colors for this season. And here she is. So this is the canvas Carrington. And it is absolutely gorgeous. So not only can I do all of the things with this bag that I have told you about with all of my other Carringtons, and even with the seafoam one, this one has a nice bright pop of color with the floral print. And they actually had the perfect pair matching bag. So I picked them both up. So the pair for this set actually comes with the Dooney tassel, the key fob loop ring. The bag is in canvas, no feet under the bottom. And what convinced me to go ahead and get it is, one, they had one that was in the back, this one, that had not had hands all over it, because the one that I saw on the floor keyed in already onto like some little marks and colors. I don't know whether it was from people trying it on or hands or the fact that it was a display, but the fact that I was able to get one that was in the back that didn't already have a bunch of hands all over it was a plus. The strap drop was perfect. It is great for this time of year. It speaks for itself. And because I have a trip planned in 2 weeks to Charleston and Savannah, and I thought this would be the perfect bag for that week-long giveaway. So if you're in the chat, if you're in the Savannah or Charleston area and you're interested in doing just a meet and greet for dinner or drinks, drop a comment down below. And if I have enough interest, then I will absolutely send you some information, or I'll post a video so that we can connect. I also have a trip planned to Charlotte in July. So if there's anyone that would like to get together during a weeknight just for dinner and for fellowship with our Dooneys, then drop a comment down below and I'll let you know when and where I will be so that we can connect there. Absolutely love the perfect pair and the little sister Carrington. So thank you, Ivana, for pushing me over the edge. I know we ended up with 2 different colors, but had it not been for our discussion about surely you can throw it in the washer if it gets dirty, it's canvas, I probably would have left it there in Chicago and been miserable because I would have ended up purchasing it anyway, but not at the 20% off discount. So I absolutely love the fact that I now have this in my collection. So I have one more purchase. I think it's just one. And this was one of the bags that during the live stream, I said, hey, there's a great price on this bag. If you are cruising, traveling, tropical destination, weekend, warm weather getaways, whatever your thing is, you should probably take a look at this bag. Call in and get the additional 20% off. Well, I influenced Pauline Newman, and of course she blames me for loving her bag, but what she didn't tell you in her video is that she actually needed that bag in order to pack stuff in to get back home. I'm just going to let that sit right there. I'm going to let it sit right there. Yep. See, when you become a family like that, you just put everything out there. You put people on blast. She loves her bag. And then Ivana, yeah, my Miss Pursuit of Happiness, decided she didn't need it. And then the next day, sends Pauline and I a text with a picture confessing that she had gone back after we were already done at the outlets and purchased one for herself because she needed it. She needed it. And for those of you that are part of the Dooney tribe, you know that the needed it is our thing, right? So Sharon Newman, Ivana needed it. So what am I talking about? Well, it's in this big bag right here. And it's a print that I've had my eye on all season. When I did the beginning of the season, What's New at Dooney, this caught my eye. And when I saw that they had it in a travel piece, I died. And when I saw that the price was $129 with an additional 20% off, I have my Montego Jimmy bag. This is going to be perfect for cruising, for island hopping, for weekend getaways. It's most likely going to go with me to Charleston and Savannah. I'm going to have all kinds of prints when I go. And I absolutely adore it. And when I got home, I found a buddy companion piece for it. So you'll have to continue to watch my channel over the next couple of weeks as I reveal the buddy to this guy. But confession, I needed mine to pack stuff in to get home too. So it was not just Pauline. Yeah, pretty much. So I do have some non-Dooney and Bourke purchases that I made. That's going to be a completely different video. I'm probably going to upload those on demand so that if you're interested in the non-Dooney and Bourke stuff, you can just pick that up. I did make a purchase at Michael Kors. I did make a purchase at Clarins. I did make a purchase at UGG. So as I do non-Dooney stuff, as I do beauty stuff, as I do prep for the tent sale stuff, I will share those items with you. But I would like to really, again, emphasize how much I appreciate everyone coming out. The Dooney tribe, we have enjoyed sharing our videos, our footage, responding in comments. I'm still behind. I promise you, I am going to get to every single comment that was left. But between work and travel and trying to get video footage and the tribe, I mean, we exchange, let's just say one day during work, I had 70 text messages by the time I left. And we text so much on Friday morning before we even started work that we all agreed that we were going to press pause because we needed to give our employers some productivity so that we had Dooney dollars for the tent sale. So we pressed pause, and at 5:01, the texting started again. So we've enjoyed each other. I would also like to thank the store director Candace and the sales associates at the Chicago Premium Outlets. We enjoyed our time with you. We appreciate our swag bags. For those of you that asked about the swag bags, and I thought I had things here, but I don't. So in our swag bags, we had Lindor truffle chocolates. They were absolutely great. If you've not tried their candy, I would encourage you to do so. We had a shopping pass for the Simon Premium Outlets property where we were that gave additional discounts there at the mall. You usually have to purchase those at guest services, but they provided each one of us with an additional shopping pass. Simon Premium Outlets Properties actually provided us with these little faux leather journal books so that we could take notes, so that we could jot down ideas for videos and things like that. And then they also provided us with an ink pen from the Chicago Premium Outlet. That's a pen on one end and then a stylus for our electronic devices on the other end. So that was great. We had a sparkling fizz water beverage, juice beverage that was included. And then we also had a valet keychain. So if you followed my channel, you know that my keys are on a valet keyring. I have gifted those. So those were a part of our swag bag. And I'm trying to think, Tribe, am I forgetting anything else that was in our swag bags? I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. So I would show you mine. It is, my keys were already on it. So that's all I have. Let me take a look at the comments and see if there's anything in here that I should respond to, and then I'm gonna jump off because I've got some work to do. Hi Wubby, hi Pauline, hi DJ, can't wait to see you in Charlotte. Hey Sonja, hey Sandra, Miss Kitty, welcome to the Dooney attic space. Hi Carol. Hi Latifa. Hi, Suze. Make sure that if you are here from one of the other channels, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you don't miss any of our future uploads. Let's see who else is here. Hi, Mrs. Q. All right, it looks like I have said hello to everyone that participated in the chat. Hi, Sandra. Looks like everyone was just having conversation amongst themselves and about the bags. Loving the Carrington. All right. Hi, Julie. Yeah, so I've been a little busy since I got back shopping. Excuse me. That was a sneeze. Hi, Susan. So I picked up a couple of other things, but I am going to attempt to cut back because I do need to save my Dooney dollars for the tent sale. Hi, Maureen. But you know, there's some things that are one and done, so I may have to make some adjustments to some other things, like make my Starbucks at home. Hi, ATL Capricorn. I think that's a troll, but guess what? Trolls count 2 for engagement. Madam Hummingbird, hello, hello. All right, yes. So Sandra, the travel bag, the weekend that we were there was $129 plus an additional 15% off. So it was an absolute great price. When I was in in Williamsburg, at the outlets, that bag was $229 in the store. That was the markdown price, and it didn't have any additional off. The regular price is $328. Thank you, Brenda. All right, so listen, hi, Jan. If you are new, I want to just remind you that I should be back on schedule for the rest of the summer for 6 p.m. on Sunday. I'm probably going to mix it up because I'm cutting back on some, it's $149 in Aurora right now. Pauline has called to check on the price of the gym bag. So if you're interested, it's $149 in Aurora. That team is phenomenal. They will absolutely ship for you. So I am going to, I've got a list of videos planned. I'm going to do some in-depth reviews on the bags. I have my non-Dooney and Bourke purchases that I made in Chicago that I want to share with you. I have tons of beauty products. So 6 p.m. on Sundays, I'd love for you to join, but I do want you to know that for the rest of the summer, it may be a little mixed where I do Dooney and maybe have some other stuff tagged on the end. Or just to kind of test and see what the interest level is. I may do some beauty related just because that's one of the things that I'm doing. I am still working in the Dooney vault. Not ready to show that off. It desperately needs to be organized again. It is bursting at the seams. I'm going to go through and hopefully take out some bags that I am going to first consider gifting, and then second to figure out whether or not this whole sale thing will be worth it. The fact that the tent sale is coming up in several months is probably going to put me over the edge. I can sell some of the things that I know are not my Dooney personality and put that money aside so that I can purchase more things that I would love during the tent sale. So stay tuned for that. For those of you that have been communicating with me by email, thank you. I appreciate all the email and the love and the conversation. Some of y'all are very, very intuitive You've picked up on some things that haven't been discussed, and I have really enjoyed those conversations. I have enjoyed talking about the upcoming tent sale. I have enjoyed the conversations about Vegas for next year. It has just been fun. This is the reason that I started my channel. I wanted to spend time with like-minded Dooney addicts, and this group has not disappointed. You are my Dooney tribe. I feel like I have found where I belong, and I hope that on this channel I have created a space where everyone feels like their love for Dooney and Bourke, and even the critiques that we may have for certain bags or things that we love or dislike about the brand, that you have found a safe space. You can be who you are in your Dooney journey, whether you have a small collection, whether you have a massive collection, whether you're somewhere in between, whether you've not made your first Dooney purchase yet, but you just like watching what other people have bought. I hope that you have found a place in this space where you feel welcomed and where your voice can be heard. So that's all I have, because I have to go do some work and get ready for work next week to make a living, because the tent sale, aka the bucket list experience, it is going to be epic. So let me just tell you what we have planned from a Dooney standpoint. It is the tent sale. There are 2 Dooney and Bourke outlets that are close by. There is some other retail therapy that we will engage in, and then tons of other surprises. If you have signed up for the tent sale, here is my caution. Go ahead and book your car. Go ahead and book your hotel. Those are things that can be easily changed without financial penalty the closer we get to the tent sale. Hold off on purchasing your flight. I am waiting for confirmation back from Dooney on the actual dates for the tent sale. So as soon as I know, I promise you I will confirm it, because prices right now are really, really good on flights. I too want to go ahead and get my flight booked in so that I can work on putting my money aside for my purchases. But hold off on doing that, if at all possible, until I can confirm those dates with you, so that you don't have to worry about any additional fees from the airlines if you need to make any adjustments. You can fly into Connecticut. The tribe is flying into White Plains, New York. It's about 30 minutes from Norwalk, Connecticut, and a lot closer than actually flying into Hartford. It would also be better, because we have no clue what the weather is going to be like, to travel that 30 minutes versus nearly an hour from Hartford. So if you are looking, go ahead and start kayaking and hot wiring and all of that stuff to check on the prices of the flights. But I listed on the Eventbrite a couple of different hotels. They're all relatively close to the tent sale, but they are at different price points. So depending on what your budget is, then there are a couple of different options that are there. We will, of course, be able to coordinate. The tribe had talked about actually switching hotels. So if we end up doing that, then I will let you know. But as it stands today, I'm reserved at the Courtyard Marriott, because it's close to a FedEx shipping facility, because I will be shipping my purchases back home. I'm not fooling with TSA and a bunch of bags trumping through the airport right before the holidays. And because Courtyard Properties, of course, have a bar and Starbucks in the lobby. So considering the time that we would need to get up and get out, moving around for the tent sale, those of you that need your coffee or your tea or whatever your warm beverage preference is in the morning, the Marriott property has you covered. If the tribe decides to change properties, I will make sure that you are aware. But right now, there is only about, Pauline, I think we looked and it was last night, there was only about $4 difference between the Marriott property and the DoubleTree. And again, location and amenities at the Courtyard, because it's recently been remodeled. That was just a preference, but we may change. We may change But for now, I'm booked at the Courtyard. Rental car, hotel, go ahead, lock it in December 6th through the 9th. Hold off on your flight until I can get absolute confirmation from Dooney that they are not doing something different this year with the date of the sale. The sale starts on Thursday. Friday is a big day. Thursday and Friday are typically local shopper days. Friday is when everyone kind of merges, long lines. It is crazy and hectic, and people are rushing for sample bags and all of that stuff. And then Sunday morning is a regular price, and then the closer you get to the evening, they will actually begin taking some additional markdowns because their employees are trying to get rid of stuff. They don't want to have to haul all of that stuff back in. So that's what you're in store for the bucket list experience, in addition to other retail therapy outlets. So thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, I do hope that you're finding something that feeds your Dooney addiction. Take care. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. If I can get it to turn off.